The hip-hop world just exploded in a way nobody saw coming. Cardi B, known for her unapologetic fire and fearless mouth, has just fired back at Kendrick Lamar in a way that has fans across the globe completely shaken. We're talking about a response so raw, so unfiltered, and so ruthless that even die-hard fans are saying, this time, Cardi went too far. Social media is in total chaos, with hashtags like #CARDIVs Kendrick and #TooFarCardi climbing to the top of Twitter and TikTok trends. Some fans are cheering her on, calling her brave for taking a shot at one of the most respected rappers alive. But others, they're calling this the beginning of Cardi's downfall. What did she say? Why is Kendrick's silence suddenly louder than words? And most importantly, did Cardi B just risk her entire career with one fiery clapback? Stay tuned, because this is only the beginning. The story begins with a moment that nobody expected. For weeks, fans had been buzzing after Kendrick Lamar's subtle but cutting references in his latest freestyle lines that many interpreted as shots at Cardi B. He never mentioned her name directly, but the internet was convinced. Phrases like plastic queens, chasing trends, and hollow crowns shining with fake gold spread across X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram. Screenshots flew around, fan pages debated endlessly, and YouTube reactors racked up millions of views dissecting every syllable. At Hip Hop Tattle posted, Kendrick low-key slid a jab at Cardi, and I'm here for it. #Cardi vs Kendrick. The narrative was simple. Kendrick, the lyrical giant, had thrown shade. For a while, Cardi stayed silent. And silence is rare for Cardi B. She's the queen of clapbacks, the ruler of unfiltered rants, the artist who doesn't care about the polished PR machine. Fans assumed she'd let this one slide, maybe out of respect. Maybe because going against Kendrick is like stepping into the ring with a heavyweight champion when you're not even in the same weight class. But that's where they were wrong. Late one night, Cardi jumped on Instagram Live. Hair tied back, no makeup, raw energy radiating through the screen. The comments section flooded instantly. What's going on? Cardi in her bag tonight. She's about to spill. And then, with a half smile that looked more dangerous than friendly, Cardi B started speaking. Y'all think I don't hear what people say? Y'all think I don't catch these little subliminals? Let me tell you something. I don't care who you are. You come for me, you've gone, get responded to. The chat went wild. Emojis flying everywhere. Fans tagging friends. Within seconds, hashtags like #CARDI responds and #Kendrick shots were trending. Then Cardi raised the stakes. She leaned forward, lowered her voice, and dropped the line that sent shockwaves through hip-hop. You a legend, right? You the savior of rap, right? But behind the scenes, you ain't no saint. You out here preaching about integrity, but I seen the paperwork. I've seen the moves. You ain't clean, baby boy. Don't push me. The live froze for a second, the kind of glitch that makes the moment feel even heavier. The replay clip spread faster than wildfire. Fans couldn't believe it. Cardi wasn't just defending herself. She was threatening to expose Kendrick Lamar. Within hours, blogs like At the Shade Room, At Hot New Hip Hop, Tay, and at Rap Alert had reposted snippets. Headlines screamed, Cardi B targets Kendrick Lamar in explosive rant, and did Cardi just hint at Kendrick's dark secrets? Twitter Spaces opened up instantly. Thousands of listeners piling in to argue whether Cardi was telling the truth or just reaching for attention. But here's where it gets even crazier. According to insider leaks whispered to @IndustryLeaks247, Cardi wasn't bluffing. The source claimed she had access to private documents and messages involving Kendrick's camp. Right. Things that could potentially damage his spotless reputation as hip-hop's conscious king. She's got receipts, the insider wrote. If Kendrick claps back, she's unleashing them. Fans split right down the middle. Some rallied behind her, tweeting, finally, someone bold enough to stand up to Kendrick. Cardi's the voice we needed. Don't play with Bronx women. Cardi gone, eat you alive. Others were horrified. She's digging her own grave. Nobody survives going head-to-head with Kendrick. This is career suicide. Cardi, better chill. Meanwhile, Instagram comments under Cardi's recent posts turned into war zones. Kendrick fans spammed emojis and captions like, "He doesn't even need to respond, sis. You're done." Cardi fans clap back with emojis and say it louder, queen. Even celebrities began to stir. Waka Flocka dropped a cryptic tweet. "Sometimes you think you're ready for war, till you realize who you aiming at. Careful out here." Fans immediately assumed he was talking about Cardi. On the flip side, Offset, Cardi's husband, stood firmly in her corner, posting an IG story that read, "My wife, don't miss. Y'all gone learn." But the biggest twist in part one came when audio leaked from what appeared to be a private studio session. Someone uploaded a 12-second snippet on TikTok where Cardi could be heard spitting a verse, aggressive, scathing, and filled with veiled references to Kendrick. Lines like, "Preaching from the pulpit. But your closet got skeletons louder than your sermons, and you write essays. I write hits. Watch who the culture really picks," echoed through the clip. The video gained 3 million views in under 24 hours. TikTokers duetted it with shocked faces. Fans reenacted it, and reaction videos flooded YouTube. Some swore it was fake. Others insisted it was Cardi's unreleased diss track aimed straight at Kendrick. By the time the dust settled on the first 48 hours, the hip-hop world wasn't just watching anymore. It was picking sides. Cardi had lit the match, and the fire was spreading faster than anyone expected. The question on everyone's lips wasn't just whether Kendrick would respond, but whether Cardi had already gone too far to turn back. Because when you threaten to expose Kendrick Lamar, a man whose reputation is built on integrity, respect, and lyricism, you're not just starting a rap beef. You're rewriting hip-hop history. And for the first time, fans weren't sure if Cardi B's boldness would make her a legend or end her reign entirely. The fallout from Cardi B's fiery clapback didn't fade. It detonated like a bomb across the entire hip-hop landscape. Within hours of her Instagram Live and that alleged leaked diss snippet, major media outlets latched onto the story. TMZ dropped a headline. Cardi B threatens to expose Kendrick Lamar, rap world in shock. Bet and Complex ran back-to-back coverage, and podcasts like the Joe Budden podcast dissected every word. But the conversation wasn't just about music anymore. It was about credibility, power, and whether Cardi B had crossed an invisible line. On X, the war intensified. The hashtag #CARDIVs Kendrick hit over 2 million mentions in less than a day. One viral tweet from @RapCultureUncut read, "Cardi B's rant is career-ending if Kendrick responds. He's the most dangerous lyricist alive." Cardi picked the wrong fight, but right below it, another tweet with nearly 1,000 likes defended her. "Y'all always underestimate Cardi. She's fearless. This ain't about bars, it's about calling out fake heroes. #CardiBTruth." Meanwhile, Kendrick's silence spoke louder than any lyric. Fans scrolled his socials, desperate for any kind of response. But his pages remained calm, his team posted nothing, and even his usual collaborators refused to comment. To some, that silence was strategy, the calm before a storm. To others, it was proof that Kendrick was unbothered, letting Cardi burn herself out. Still, the rumors grew darker. A so-called industry insider on a private Discord channel, later reposted by @RapLeeKZ, claimed that Cardi had access to documents linking Kendrick to a shady record deal dispute from years ago. The insider wrote, "If she leaks what she's hinting at, it could destroy the image he's spent years building. This isn't just rap beef, it's reputation warfare." Screenshots of the messages spread across Reddit, fueling endless speculation. Offset, refusing to sit quietly, took to Twitter with a now-deleted post. "Ain't nobody untouchable. Watch your tone when my wife speaks facts." That tweet alone sent fans into meltdown. People screen-recorded it, reposted it, and turned it into memes. Kendrick stans clapped back instantly. Offset acting tough when he knows Kendrick would lyrically bury both of them in 16 bars. Then came the wildest twist yet. Cardi went back on Instagram Live 2 nights later, this time dressed to kill, nails done, hair flawless, sipping wine. She smiled into the camera and said, "Since y'all think I'm bluffing, let me just say this. When the truth comes out, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't make me drop the receipts." At Kendrick Lamar, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She tagged Kendrick directly. The internet broke. Screenshots of the tag spread instantly with fans screaming, "She really added him." Others couldn't believe it. This ain't rap beef. This is war. The Shade Room reposted it with the caption, "Cardi B doubles down." Calls out Kendrick directly. Hashtag CARDIVs. Kendrick. Double quotes. But Kendrick. Still nothing. But Kendrick. Still nothing. The silence only made fans dig deeper. Old interviews resurfaced where Kendrick spoke about industry corruption. And people twisted his words to fit Cardi's narrative. Clips of him saying, "The industry is dirty, but I keep my hands clean," went viral with captions like, "Or so he says." And then, in the middle of all this, another leak hit. A 45-second voice memo, allegedly from Cardi's camp, circulated on TikTok and Instagram. In it, Cardi could be heard laughing with her team, saying, "If they think I'm scared of Kendrick, they crazy. I already got everything I need. He better not push me or it's game over." The authenticity of the audio was never confirmed, but it didn't matter. Fans ate it up. TikTok creators made endless reaction videos, with captions like, "Cardi, ready to end his career." Others mocked her, saying Kendrick ain't even said her name and she's spiraling. Even other celebrities couldn't resist weighing in. Said, who's worked with Kendrick in the past, tweeted cryptically, "Sometimes silence is the loudest answer." Fans took it as shade at Cardi. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj, Cardi's longtime rival, liked a tweet that read, "Cardi picking fights with the wrong people." Screenshots of that spread like wildfire, adding another layer of drama. But the most shocking reaction came from hip-hop OG Fat Joe on IG Live. He said, "Yo, I love Cardi, that's my sis. But she gotta be careful. Kendrick ain't the one you want to go head-to-head with. That man's pen is lethal. I don't want to see her get hurt in this game." This only fueled the debate. Was Cardi brave for standing up to Kendrick? Or reckless for poking the lion? Behind the scenes, sources whispered that Kendrick was in the studio. According to @Rap Updates HQ, producers spotted him in Los Angeles late at night, locked in for hours. The caption read, "Could Kendrick be recording a response?" Hashtag Cardi's Kendrick. Fans flooded the comments. If he drops a diss, it's over for Cardi. This could be the biggest rap beef since Drake versus Pusha T. But until then, the tension only escalated. Cardi's words hung in the air like dynamite waiting to explode. Some fans swore she was bluffing, others were convinced she was about to drop a nuke on Kendrick's career. Either way, the entire hip-hop community was locked in, waiting for the next move. The real question became, was Cardi B really ready to go all the way? Or had she already gone too far to turn back? The tension had reached a fever pitch, but nobody could have predicted what happened next. The internet wasn't just buzzing anymore, it was in full-blown meltdown mode. Cardi's words, her threats, and her direct to Kendrick Lamar had created a storm that couldn't be contained. Fans stayed up late, refreshing feeds, waiting for Kendrick's move. But the silence only added fuel to the fire. Then, on a quiet Friday afternoon, the first real shocking reveal hit the public. A mysterious account named @ReceiptQueen dropped a screenshot carousel on Instagram. The post claimed to show confidential email exchanges between Kendrick's label and a top industry executive, discussing backroom deals and shady contract arrangements. The caption read, "Did Cardi just hint at this? Hashtag too far Cardi, hashtag Kendrick exposed. Double quotes within minutes." The post had 200K likes. Fans flooded the comments. If this is real, Cardi wasn't lying. Nah, this gotta be fake. Kendrick too smart for this mess. Oh my god, Cardi has the receipts. While authenticity couldn't be verified, the timing was suspicious and many were convinced. Cardi, or someone from her camp, had fed the leaks to fan pages. Cardi herself didn't confirm or deny it. Instead, she doubled down with another cryptic tweet. "Receipts always talk louder than rumors. Don't test me." She added 3 fire emojis and tagged @RapAlert. The internet erupted again. And the hashtag #CARDI exposes Kendrick began trending worldwide. Meanwhile, Kendrick remained calm, at least on the surface. But behind the scenes, insiders whispered that his team was furious. One source told @RapInsider247, "Kendrick don't like this messy stuff, but trust me, he's locked in. He's not gonna tweet. He's not gonna go live. He's gonna do what he always does. Let the music talk. And when it drops, it's gonna shake the culture." This set fans into a frenzy. TikTok creators started posting videos with captions like "Kendrick's diss track loading," set to dramatic countdown music. YouTube commentators titled their streams "Cardi vs. Kendrick. Is this the end of Cardi B?" Others argued it was Kendrick who now stood at risk, with comments like, "She hit him where it hurts, his image. No bar can fix that." Then came the explosive escalation. Cardi dropped a new verse snippet on her Instagram stories. It was only 8 seconds, but it sent the internet into orbit. Over a heavy drill beat, Cardi rapped, "You write essays and poems. I write hits for the world. Mr. Morale ain't moral when the secrets unfurl." The internet froze. She had name-dropped his critically acclaimed album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and twisted the title into a dagger. Fans immediately clipped the story before it disappeared and reposted it everywhere within hours. Kendrick's name was trending alongside Cardi's. Memes flooded timelines. One showed Cardi holding a flamethrower with the caption, "Too far." Another pictured Kendrick as Neo from The Matrix, dodging bars. A viral TikTok soundbite had Cardi's leaked verse layered over dramatic slow-motion edits of Kendrick performing live. But here's where the story took an even darker turn. According to @Urban Buzz Daily, Cardi's team allegedly reached out to a major journalist promising exclusive documents that would back her claims about Kendrick's so-called hypocrisy. The rumors spread like wildfire, and though no journalist confirmed it, the mere suggestion had fans panicking. If Cardi really had hard evidence, could she actually dismantle one of hip-hop's most respected figures? At the same time, Cardi's boldness was dividing the industry. Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi's longtime ally, posted a subtle IG story, standing 10 toes down. "No matter who you facing." Fans instantly interpreted it as support for Cardi. Meanwhile, J. Cole, Kendrick's longtime peer, posted a cryptic tweet. "Respect is earned in silence, not chaos." Fans took that as shade toward Cardi. The backlash grew louder. Critics accused Cardi of dragging hip-hop into unnecessary mess. Charlemagne Thought God on The Breakfast Club said, "Look, Cardi is one of the biggest artists in the world. But going after Kendrick? That's like trying to outbox Muhammad Ali. She might win some rounds, but the legacy fight. That's Kendrick's arena." Still, Cardi's fanbase, the Barty Gang, wasn't backing down. They launched the hashtag #CARDI the Brave, and flooded timelines with old clips of Cardi's surviving industry shade, beefs, and controversies. One viral post read, "They said Cardi wouldn't survive Nicki. They said she wouldn't last a year. She's still here. She ain't scared of Kendrick either." But it wasn't just fans, money started getting involved. According to insiders, Cardi's label grew nervous about the backlash. Sponsorship deals and brand collaborations allegedly put pressure on her to tone it down. One leaked DM thread, posted by AT&T Roomspill, suggested a fashion brand was reconsidering its upcoming Cardi campaign because of the drama. If true, this meant Cardi wasn't just risking reputation, she was risking millions. And then came the final gut punch of part 3. A shocking leak appeared on Twitter. A blurry photo showing what looked like Cardi B in a meeting with a top entertainment lawyer. The caption from @RapDrama Daily read, "Sources claim Cardi prepping legal fire against Kendrick's camp. This ain't music beef anymore." Whether real or not, the photo spread like wildfire. Fans couldn't believe it. Was Cardi really ready to drag Kendrick into legal war? Or was this all a bluff to scare him into silence? The pressure on Kendrick Lamar to respond reached unbearable heights. But still, not a single word from him. And that silence, that calm, dangerous silence, made everyone wonder. If Kendrick finally breaks it, what's he going to unleash? By the time the leaks, snippets, and cryptic posts had circled the internet for a week, the entire music industry was on edge. What started as a single Instagram live had spiraled into one of the most polarizing feuds hip-hop had seen in years. Cardi's confidence was undeniable. But the whispers about her going too far grew louder every single day. The mainstream media now caught on in full force. CNN Entertainment ran a headline: Cardi B versus Kendrick Lamar, the feud that could change hip-hop. Rolling Stone published a feature asking, can Cardi B survive a war with the GOAT? Even the New York Times joined the conversation. Their article suggesting this wasn't just about music, but about power and authenticity in rap culture. Cardi, however, seemed unfazed. She jumped on TikTok laughing into the camera while fans begged her to stop. Too far. Nah, she said, flipping her hair. I ain't even started yet. She added a sly wink, and her video hit 10 million views within hours. The Bardi gang flooded the comments. Show them, queen. #CARDI the brave. Butt cracks were showing. In private, according to a source who spoke with @HipHopTDaily, Cardi's team was panicking. One insider wrote, her label is stressing. They're scared she's poking a bear that doesn't play. Kendrick's not a social media rapper. If he responds, it'll be legendary and dangerous for Cardi. Meanwhile, Kendrick's silence turned into myth. Memes compared him to a samurai meditating before battle. One viral post read, Kendrick ain't said a word, but somehow he's already winning. Another fan tweeted, this is Kendrick's deadliest weapon, patience. The hashtag silent Kendrick started trending, almost mocking Cardi's constant outbursts. But then, something unexpected happened. A leaked audio clip from a private studio session emerged. It wasn't long, maybe 20 seconds, but it was unmistakably Kendrick's voice. Over a haunting beat, he rapped, queens fall when they chase crowns they don't deserve. Paper castles crumble, watch the flames they serve. The internet exploded. Was this Kendrick's warning shot? Or just an unfinished freestyle? Nobody knew. But fans treated it like a declaration of war. YouTube reactors broke down the bars frame by frame. TikTok creators lip-synced to the leak with captions like, Cardi, it's over. Cardi didn't stay quiet for long. Hours after the leak, she posted an Instagram story with a simple message. Is that all you got? Don't make me drop the real receipts. She followed it with a hashtag #tryme.this. Constant back and forth created shockwaves across the celebrity world. Lizzo posted a cryptic laughing emoji on X, which fans interpreted as shade toward Cardi. Chance the Rapper tweeted, respect your legends, even when you disagree. Rihanna liked a comment on Instagram that read, Cardi brave but reckless. Every move. Every like was analyzed as if the entire music industry was choosing sides. Brands started quietly distancing themselves. According to @CultureBuzzHQ, at least 2 major fashion houses were reconsidering Cardi for upcoming campaigns, afraid of being caught in the crossfire of a feud that was turning uglier by the day. One insider claimed she's risking millions. This isn't just about music anymore, it's about her whole image. But the most jaw-dropping twist came when Cardi went live again, this time waving what looked like a folder of documents. Fans gasped as she slammed it on the table. You see this? She shouted into the camera. This is why they scared. Y'all think I'm bluffing? Y'all think Kendrick untouchable? Let him say one word. One word and I'll make sure everybody sees what's in here. Don't play with me. The comments went insane. Oh my God, she got receipts. No way. Cardi gonna nuke Kendrick's career? She went too far with this one. FR clips of the moment spread across TikTok like wildfire, gaining millions of views in hours. Fans began making edits with dramatic music, framing Cardi as either a fearless hero or a reckless villain. The hip-hop community was split like never before. Rap veterans like Ice Cube warned on podcasts, "You can't fight legacy with receipts. If she goes through with this, she's gonna hurt herself more than Kendrick." Meanwhile, Cardi's defenders argued she was finally breaking the wall of silence around the industry's biggest names. Behind the scenes, insiders claimed Cardi's folder contained contracts, NDA violations, and private texts from industry executives. But nobody could confirm. Was she bluffing? Or did she really have the power to take Kendrick down? Adding fuel to the fire, Offset jumped back into the storm. He posted a video of himself in the studio with Cardi, blasting her unreleased diss verse. His caption, "They scared. We ready?" #bar this season, fans screamed. Offset stirring the pot, but Kendrick's camp remained deadly silent. The pressure was unbearable. Cardi seemed determined to push until Kendrick broke. But with every new threat, fans whispered louder, "She's gone too far." And then, the cliffhanger. Late one night, a well-known journalist from Rolling Stone tweeted, "Just got confirmation from multiple sources Kendrick Lamar is preparing an official response. It's not social media. It's not leaks. It's something big. Hip-hop about to change forever." The tweet racked up 500,000 likes in hours. Fans flooded the replies with memes countdowns. And pure panic if Kendrick was finally ready to speak. Everyone knew one thing: the storm Cardi B had created was about to hit back harder than anyone could imagine. So here we are, the hip-hop world on the edge of history. Cardi B has drawn her line in the sand, waving folders, threatening to drop receipts, and daring Kendrick Lamar to respond. Fans are divided, some calling her fearless, others saying she's already crossed the point of no return. And now, reports are flying that Kendrick isn't just ignoring her anymore. He's preparing something monumental. A response not on social media, not in interviews, but in the only way he knows how. Through music. Will Cardi really expose what she claims to know? Will Kendrick shatter her with a lyrical masterpiece? Or will this all spiral into something even darker than a rap beef? One thing is certain. The next move could change hip-hop forever. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn on notifications because you don't want to miss what happens next.